Hi guys, welcome back on board on the Crypto Cruise. It's me, Chris, and today we're going to talk about Cardano ADA, what Cardano is all about, what makes it unique. We're going to talk some chart analysis, potential price target, where ADA is heading in the immediate short term. Of course, we're also going to talk about Ethereum, some potential price target for Ethereum, where we'll end up potentially by the end of next month, October, November. We will see Ethereum as well. And of course, today's show, we're going to start with the Bitcoin chart as we always do. And in my opinion, the bottom is already in, and now we're just forming a continuation of the trend on the upside. Today we're experiencing a little correction, which I don't think is going to last long. Potentially tomorrow or by the end of the week, Thursday, Friday, we're going to start recovering. And as I've said, by the end of this week, I'm not going to be surprised if Bitcoin actually start testing these prices that we formed here. 16, 17 of September at around above 117, potentially to 118,000. Again, we had quite a significant correction between the period of 14th of August all the way to end of August, from 125,000 all the way down to 106,000. We formed this bearish channel pattern that we actually broke above here on 1st of September. And right now, as I've said, we're forming a high low on the daily chart. And it's a bullish structure. And if we just zoom out, we clearly see there's always corrections along the way. But while we're in a raging bull market, the way we are, basically the bottom of the bear market happened in November of 2022 at price of around 15,000. At the time of recording this video, Bitcoin is around 113,000. So almost 8x. So we're in a definite bull cycle. And corrections like this, they actually for buying, and they don't last long usually. Of course, we're experiencing quite significant correction between the period of March and October of last year. Almost 6-7 months we were correcting. We're also experiencing here correction between December of 2024 all the way to April. But at the end of the day, we always come back stronger, and Bitcoin is heading for higher prices. And as I've said, my price target for Bitcoin is higher than 125, that the all-time high price that we formed here on 15th of August. And yeah, potentially, usually October, November, December, this is the most bullish period of the year. So I anticipate all-time highs for Bitcoin, but not only for Bitcoin, for Ethereum as well. Here on the yearly chart, as you can clearly see, huge reverse head and shoulders. Not only that, here the huge reverse head and shoulders on the yearly chart. On the weekly chart, measured from here March of 2024 all the way to basically last month, we formed this huge ascending triangle pattern, which is a bullish channel pattern. We actually broke above it. We broke above this resistance line that we've tested multiple times in the past, starting from November of 2021 at prices of around 4,800. Its previous all-time high. We tested it in March of 2024. We tested it in May of 2024. We even tested it at the end of last year in December of 2024 at price of above 4,000. While everyone was thinking we're going to break above, just the way Bitcoin did start hitting all-time high prices at the end of last year, actually Ethereum capitulated. Then Trump came into power, introduced the tariffs, and a V-shaped recovery. Basically from 1,200 all the way to 5,000, we went in a straight upline in a matter of few months. While everyone was written off Ethereum, Ethereum actually bounced, and it hit all-time high, price of around 5,000. We're experiencing a little correction now, but I don't think it's going to last long for continuation of the trend on the upside. And if we measure this bullish ascending triangle pattern, measure from the top to the bottom, the price target should be above 6,600. And this is something that I'm actually anticipating for Ethereum to do by next coming months. I mean, when the altcoin season will happen, I don't know for sure. I don't have a magic ball. And if I say this video, it is not a financial advice, as I always say. But definitely the time has come, and I think most these altcoins who have good fundamentals will tend to outperform Bitcoin. Perhaps, the next coming months, I'm not going to be surprised if the altcoin season happen. Now, when it comes to Cardano, what I'm anticipating for ADA now. Again, anything I say in this video, it is not a financial advice, it's for pure TDM purposes, and before you do anything, do the diligence and make your own research, because as I've said, this is not a financial advice. Cardano can easily go to zero, guys. So as I've said, anything I'm saying right now, it's not definitely guaranteed. In my personal opinion, ADA is heading for higher prices. We just have to look what happened in the previous altcoin seasons, right? Between 2017. Now, the true speculation of the altcoin season happened in November of 2017. Basically, 20th of November 2017, the price for one ADA was around 2 cents. In a matter of 2 months, at the end of December, actually beginning of January, so it was in a matter of month and a half, this thing went over 50x. Am I saying ADA can go 50x from here? No, definitely not. But is it possible from ADA, basically the time for recording this video is around 80 cents. Is it possible to go 10, 12x, basically $8 to $10? Absolutely. Not only in 2017 bull cycle, we just have to measure the move from the bottom of the bear market, which happened in COVID in March of 2020 at prices of around 1 cent. ADA actually went below almost 1 cent, right? And the peak of the bull season happened in September of 2021, at price of around $3, so 300x. So we have one scenario of the bullish case of the bull season of 2017 when ADA went above 60x. The other one is where ADA went almost 200x, and now basically if some of that repeats, if we measure it from the bottom of the bear market, which for ADA happened in September of 2023 at price of around 23 cents, basically to go, let's say 30-40x, right? Yeah, that'll be something that happened before, and measure from here from 80 cents to 12x, potentially something like that play out. Again, ADA can easily go to zero. ADA can be a dead project as well. So always do diligence and make your own research. But what I'd like to see for ADA to do, for me to remain bullish, is basically to take out this resistance line that we've tested multiple times in the past, especially here the period between April and until June of 2019. Once we broke this resistance line here in January of 2021, the true speculation of the altcoin season happened, and ADA actually went absolutely nuts, right? And again, we tested it in March of 2024. We actually went above at the end of last year. ADA went at its all-time high in 2017, $1.30. We couldn't hold this line. We couldn't turn this previous resistance into support. We actually capitulated, and right now we're just forming a bullish structure, a higher lows for continuation of the trend on the upside. Now, once we broke above this resistance line and ADA started testing price of above $1.10, potentially come back, turn this resistance into support, take out this local top that we formed in December of 2024, price of around $1.30. I can quickly see ADA goes 3x to its previous all-time high price of around $3.10 for a few weeks. Potentially just consolidate and blow off, basically start test this resistance line that we've tested in January of 2018, $1.30, and then we tested it here in August of 2021, a price of around $3.10. We can go and test it, let's say by March, April, at price of around $5.20-30. And of course, the highly likelihood, since we tested multiple times in the past, is to actually break above this resistance line and potentially double in price. And from 80 cents right now to go to $8-10, it's absolutely possible. But let's see how I think it's going to play out. It's interesting for me to see as well. As I've said, this is definitely not a financial advice. And let's see how I think it's going to play out. Once again, guys, thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate all support. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, please do it. It's absolutely free. And if you want to subscribe to my Patreon and really support my work, that would be absolute blessing. That would be absolutely amazing. With that subscription comes exclusive content with the most undervalued, underappreciated coins out there. Some of them 50, 100x potential. Not only that, my 2 books of how to become a sophisticated trader. And of course, one-on-one consultation of how to navigate through that really difficult bull cycle. I'll teach you how to basically short a position, set up a long position, and much more. Once again, thank you all, and we'll see each other tomorrow. Bye.